Is this the one right here, the Tyler Robinson trial thing?
That's the bad guy in the Charlie Kirk
Oh my
assassination
God, he got to it. Is this the Pricks and is this a Pricks and
story.
minifig shirt?
Glover is doing more to achieve justice for Charlie Kirk than Candace Owens and the retard right. Really puts things into perspective. Lance Twiggs, while reviewing surveillance footage of still images, says he recognizes Tyler Robinson. Full relevant quote. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Okay, before he came home, had you seen the press releases, any of the media on this?
I'd seen one Instagram link a friend of mine had sent in our group chat.
Okay.
But I hadn't really looked into it at all.
And had you seen the images that were released of the suspect?
I did the next day. I don't think I saw any on the 10th.
Who would the sub?
I'm gonna show you.
I still remember exactly what was happening when this happened. I was in bed, and I was trying to beat the Uma Musume event. There was like a event, and I was trying to get the event card, and I was really close. I was like, I was just spamming runs to get it, and then my mom comes in the room, and she's like, "Leaflit, they shot Charlie," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, right?" And I was like thinking like, "Oh, it's gonna be like Donald Trump or something like that, right?" Oh, okay, he's probably fine. Like, he's probably fine. Like, hopefully they catch the guy, right? And so I go on my phone and I immediately go into Discord, and I'm like, "Guys, I heard that something happened," and I'm looking through the thread, and not the thread, the channels, right? And the this was in the political channels, right? And someone posted like the video, and I was like, okay. I was like, oh, there's a video. And I watched the video and I was like, bro, this is AI. So, bro, this is AI. What the fuck? There's no way, right? And then they're like, no, it's real. And I was like, what? And then I watched it again, and I was like, bro, he's dead. There's no way. And remember, like, everyone at the time was like, oh, he's go to the hospital. He's okay. And I was like, there's no way, bro. There's no shot. Like, from the video, I was like, dude. Yeah, it was like, it kind of like, I just, like, my whole, my whole, heart sunk, because I was like, oh, God, like, it's actually, he's actually gonna die. Right? And that was a really wild day. And like I was like, I was about to like rest, right? I was about to like sleep. I was about to go to bed. And I immediately I jumped out of bed, and I was like, I have to stream right now because I need to look into this, right? So like I immediately went over to, and dude, I was like, it was like I knew that was like, that was the day that everything was gonna be like different, right? The day that happened, I was like, this is. And then you saw the response from like the people on the left, and like you saw everything that they were posting, and it was kind of like, bro, it's over, man. Like it's over. Like basically any sort of time for like, well, we're all Americans and it's all good. I was like, it's over, man. It's so over. Like I was like, the first time I was like thinking to myself, like, maybe this was on purpose, maybe this is why they did it. But I just started thinking to myself, like, man, like, what is even the point of being in the same country? I was like, why am I giving you my tax money? Why is like everything I do paying into like your shit? And I was like, why are we even in the same country? Because like I don't even agree with you. Like there's literally nothing we agree. We couldn't be like more opposite in like what we agree what we think, right? We couldn't be more opposite on it. And I was like, it just seems pointless, Things are gonna get a hell of a lot worse before they get better. I know, man. I know. I don't know. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and I hope That's really all we can do.
A couple of those images.
Who do it be? Who does it is? Where's the
The
image?
thing is too, the other thing too is like Charlie Kirk dying was the other thing with that too is the kind of understanding that like that could have been anybody, right? And it's, you know, like the whole "we are Charlie Kirk" thing, and I know it's like, you know, it's been memed to death and stuff, but it's actually kind of true in that like they only killed him because he was in front, right? But like that's good, that's like can be anyone else after this point, right? It could be anyone else at this point. And you know, you never know anymore. It's like they're completely crazy, right? Like I get death threats every day, so it's just kind of like I had to tell people like, man, like I had to tell my friends, all right, like listen, if I get assassinated, this is what we're gonna do. This is who's gonna take care of the company. Like this is who's gonna, you know, who's gonna run the tabletop, and I had to do all that stuff.
There he is.
Okay, I'm on the FBI's website. You can see the URL there at the top.
Uh-huh.
This is some press release about this
Whom's
event.
do it be? Excuse me.
And here on the screen, you see these. Looks like there's 2 rows of 3 images.
It's all right, guys. Listen, I'm gonna do my best to at least take one of those fuckers with me. All right, guys. I'm gonna do my best. I got my 300 blackout. I'll try to get at least a 1-for-1 trade. You know.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the person in these images?
I wouldn't say it with 100% certainty just because of camera quality, but that looks like him in terms of the
Kinda
shoes
dark
he's wearing,
joke,
the
but-
sunglasses.
What
I
can
don't
you
think
do?
I've
You know,
specifically
what can
seen
you
him wearing
do?
that hat, but he was usually wearing a hat.
Special hat.
And then jeans.
You know why he was wearing a special hat? It's because he was balding. He was balding, and you can see that in his in the court pictures. You can see he's balding, so he's wearing a hat to cover up the fact that he's balding.
So
Wait, what?
it definitely, especially the bottom, the last 2, definitely do look like him.
Pay attention to details, dude. I do. So like I know I've said this before, but my streaming setup is like Five Nights at Freddy's. I've got a monitor that has every camera on my property, 360 degrees night vision, all on on a thing with like 16 TV like little squares, and I can see like all of them. Yeah. So it's like gonna be really hard. They also like motion notify. That's why I always see it. Like that's why I saw earlier when I was like, dude, what the fuck is that? Right? When I saw the fucking raccoons. I saw like all of the freaking raccoon gang, right? I saw it because I have my cameras. That's why. And I got my gun over here. I got my right here. I got my 300 blackout. 300 blackout SBR with I got critical defense rounds in here. And I got my EOTech EXPS3 on it. So. And it's right next to my lightsaber.
They do look like Tyler Robinson.
Yeah, just in case I have to engage in melee, you know.
Damn.
No, that's not all I have either. Is I also have a handgun. I've got a Springfield Hellcat 9mm, Hellcat Pro 9mm, and that also has the critical defense rounds in it. And potassium iodide. I'm so ready. I'm more ready than you could even understand.
Damn, it's almost like the guy with the gun that they caught later on who was, said that he was going to kill Charlie Kirk. It sure seems like it was this guy and not a random Israeli, laser beam. So they showed their surveillance where he was walking around campus that day.
Do you own flash grenades? Can you own flash? Is that legal? Dude, I want flash grenades. I feel like I'm just gonna flash myself though, to be honest.
I think that the Charlie Kirk thing. You know how a lot of people always remember the Sandy Hook thing, and they keep in mind, they're like, this is why you can't trust Alex Jones, and this is why Alex Jones is wrong. Well, I think that we should do that with the people that tried to make this into being Israel or something like that. And so that's it. And if you played Dark Light Survivor, no, I haven't. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's an IQ test. Yeah, I mean, like, that's really, I feel like that's really what's going on. And will Candace stop? I vote no. No, of course not. She can't. The Charlie Kirk's being death being mocked by the left is a perfect example of we're fucked. I think that really, again, like, I don't, yeah, I mean, I think that those people are awful, but, you know, that's like a whole separate thing. Will we be live streaming the trial? I mean, I don't think that there's really a lot to look at, though, right? I mean, like, if I pull this up and let me see if I can find a Charlie Kirk trial. Let me see, can I find it and look at any of this? Yeah, this is some other Warcraft thing. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, wow, it had to give me an update. Oh, big update on BattleNet. The 50% off mounts, pets, and transmogs? Oh my god. I need to start playing the game right away. Get the fuck out of here. How annoying. So anyway, yeah, I got your wallet. Yeah, and so, yeah, the criminal case against Sarah Robinson, men charged with assassinating Charlie Kirk. After several days, the disputes, new access to evidence, Erica Kirk found new motion. Yeah, there's another one. Let me see if I can find the rest of these. Yeah, major text messages. Let's look at some more of this. This is all from the Charlie Kirk trial. Here we go. Let's take a look at it.
It begins Wednesday, 11 p.m. Will you start reading underneath that?
Yes. So this would have been from Tyler. It says, drop what you're doing, look under your keyboard.
And I apologize. Let me stop you there. How do you know that that message would have been from Tyler Robinson?
That's just, so any of the messages in gray would be from Tyler, and messages in blue would be from Lance. It's just the way the iPhone distinguishes the messages.
Is that the trans person? The black text is the trans person?
Also, Lance in his interview also acknowledges that, who was saying what.
Legal defense wants to argue that anyone could have done it. Bullets, directions unclear. Public defendant is the same as Corey Richens' poisoned husband trial. I mean, again, like, yeah.
And up at the top,
who the dark text is Tyler.
Fuck, I tried to delete that.
Tyler.
Wait, what's it? I love you, moi, moi. Oh, God. I love your something, moi, moi. Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard. What? You're joking, right? I tried to delete that. What?
All right. Sorry to interrupt you. So read that again, starting from look under the keyboard.
So after that, then Lance responds. He says, what? And then he says, you're joking, right? And then Tyler says, fuck, I tried to delete that.
What was it? What was it?
Scroll down to page 2.
What was it? I don't even know what it is.
And if you can continue reading along.
Okay. And Tyler says, I'm still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but gotta grab my rifle still.
Why would you type this? Why would you do this? Like, just listen, tell him and be like, listen, bro, I had to go see my family. I'm gonna be back and I'll tell you what happened.
Well, the reason's obvious. Is they're proud of it. They're proud of it. It's like, you know, he did the thing that they've been talking about the whole time. He's like, I had the balls to do it or whatever, right?
Really, it's so stupid. It's got to be a plan. Yeah, you're dumb.
To be honest, I had hoped to keep this.
No, well, okay. So is it possible that he's a plant? Sure, but at the same time, like, I can totally see one of them, like just based on what I know of like leftists and how they've acted in the last year, I can tell you for sure that they would do this. Basically, you see the cum towel stuff with the Charlie Kirk. Oh, wait, cum. Hex, what are you talking about? Wait, hold on. Thank you for the bits, but what are you talking about? The cum towel? What are you talking about?
Until I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you. And
You weren't the one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. Well, string him up. What are we waiting on? String him up. We know he did it. All right, the problem solved. It's that simple.
Lance replies, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" And Tyler says, "I am. I'm sorry."
Sorry for what?
Lance says, "I thought they caught the person." And then Tyler says, "No, they grabbed some crazy old dude and interrogated someone in similar clothing.
Uh-huh.
I had planned to grab my rifle from the drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's
I wanna
quiet,
see the
almost
next
enough
one.
to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering."
If we could scroll down to page 3.
Why did I do? Yeah, why did I do it? Yeah, because you're crazy. That's the reason why. Judge declined Erica Kirk's request to publicly show all evidence in the Charlie Kirk killing case.
Wait, why?
I don't know why they would deny that request. I think it's so silly. Tyler Robinson's defense team was just hit a huge blow after the judge ruled prosecutors can play never-before-seen footage of his alleged movements on the day Charlie Kirk was killed.
You believe this is Mr. Robinson returning to campus?
I do,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Okay. And why do you believe it's Mr. Robinson?
The shoes are the same,
Yeah.
and the images that we have are from my viewing and seeing Mr. Robinson on the video. It's
Yeah.
the same person.
Now, what do we see?
So it's
Look
Mr.
who's a bad
Robinson coming
boy.
up the stairs of the parking
Uh-oh.
structure.
Why would you not wear a mask? You should have worn a mask.
Again, he seems to be
He
having
should have worn an American
issues
flag
walking.
mask. It would have been harder to catch him. Okay, I mean, if you had enough awareness to recognize where the security cameras were and then move your head this way, how did you not think about why would you, I don't understand how we can have an individual that is able to understand security camera placement
Yeah.
and position themselves in that way, but at the exact same time tweets out, "Oh, yes, my gay lover, I was the one who killed Charlie Kirk. Wait, it was you? Yes, it was me. I was the one who did it. It was not the old man.
Holy
It was
shit.
me. Me, Tyler Robinson.
It probably came with a at the end of it.
Dio Brando. What are you doing? How are you admitting it? Why would you do this? It's so stupid.
Why is he going up the stairs like that?
Watch the Lego drama?
And
What
again, were you
Lego
able to
drama?
track-
I'm not aware of it.
Were you able to track Mr. Robinson when he leaves this parking structure?
Yeah.
Yes, we were able to.
Okay.
Oh, the
And again,
gun.
in the
Right,
top
right,
left
right. The
corner,
gun. You're
individual
right.
is
You're
now
right.
seen running across the
Uh-huh.
rooftop of the Losi building
Oh, look at this.
to what
Uh-oh.
would be the southwest corner of the building, crouching down and then crawling to the corner of the building.
You know what they need to do with because this has been a big problem for a while. I want to show you kind of my idea. So basically,
Ooh.
so I was thinking that they could do this with all of the roofs. Is you could make like a spike thing, and that way and you wouldn't have them activated all the time,
It's like
but
a
like you
video
would make
game.
them maybe
You,
like three.
press the button and they come up like like it's a video game.
feet high, about I don't know, like a little bit more than this, right? And it would spike all of them up, and so that way it's like if somebody annoying is on the roof, they can just push the button and it's just like bzz, you're done, right? And why not all the time? Because sometimes you might have to get on the roof. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
so
Like that's
yeah.
really sometimes you should have to you would have to get on the roof. And would you also remove the birds? Only the ones that I don't.
Or they can just difficult. I know, high technology. I know, but you could just put a big alarm on the door so that if somebody opens the roof access door, it makes a loud ass noise.
Like there are some
you could do
birds I
that
do
too.
like there are some annoying birds, but otherwise, yeah. Like Sen's Fortress, exactly. I like the sound of that. So anyway, that's clearly what should have happened. I don't know why it hasn't already. So let's go back, look at a couple more of these.
Also, does it have a serial number?
We could scroll to page 7. And I'll continue reading. I'll stop you on this page in a little bit.
Okay. So Tyler continues, IDEK, if I had,
I don't even
if it had
know.
a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me, I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits, didn't have the ability or time to bring it with.
And stop there, please.
Uh-huh.
And then if we could go to the next page, page 8.
Why did I do it? He said, I've had enough of his hatred.
And if you could start at the top.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I had enough of his hatred, so I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna kill him.
So Lance says, was your change of
Nice fucking idiot.
Also, does it have a serial number?
So you had enough of his hatred, so you're gonna. So he's the one with the hatred when you want to kill him. Yeah, that makes sense. Classic
Scroll to page
leftist
7.
Makes
ideas.
And I'll continue reading. I'll stop you on this page in a little bit.
Okay. So Tyler continues, IDEK, if I had.
That's this whole thing. I already watched it. So yeah, anyway, shot him with your tolerance and love. Yeah, he was killed with love. The bullets had they had rainbows and hashtag BLM on the side.
Yeah, they were created by Care Bears.
Of them, and that's the reason why it was okay for him to shoot Charlie Kirk.
Made in the cloud.
What is this here? Judge Charlie Kirk sides with Eric. What is this here? Yeah.
This has not been easy, as you can imagine. And I think the family deserves to see the evidence that's been gathered in this investigation. They deserve to know what happened to Charlie. So
I think it. I mean, it is a trial of public record. Like, it's about a public figure. It was around public issues. The public should know about this, right? I mean, it's in the public's best interest to know what's happening.
we urge the court to please, again, display the evidence here in the courtroom.
Thank you. Thank you to all parties. I appreciate the diligence and hard work that you've put in.
Len said in his deposition they never discussed politics, LGBTQ, gender identity stuff, which is really weird if they were in a gay and trans relationship. Why? I mean, there's plenty of gay people that don't think about politics all the time. They don't give a fuck. They're just gay and they like, they like jacking off to furries. Like, they don't care who's the president. Like, it doesn't matter to them. Like, what matters to them is, like, they're a part-time job at Pizza Hut. Maybe they're also a part-time dog walker. And then also jacking off to furries and playing video games. That's it. That's their whole life. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't... The voting and, like, oh, there's a law they're going to do. Like, these people don't even leave the house. It doesn't matter what the law is to them. Like, the only law that matters is the thermostat. That's it. It's that simple. Projection.
Briefing, argument, these are important
experience.
Exhibits as it relates to...
I seen them. I seen them.
What should be considered for, again, to be clear, these exhibits are being admitted to the court in its entirety. The question before the court is publication within the courtroom.
Yeah.
And beyond the courtroom. And so this is the ruling as it relates to the briefing. And I know it wasn't a formal motion, but I'm just trying to be thorough in my approach. This matter comes before the court on state's request to publish exhibits 16.1, 16.2, and 16.3 during the preliminary hearing and defendant's objection to that request. The exhibits consist of text messages between Mr. Robinson and a witness, Discord messages between Mr. Robinson and others, and a written note.
We gotta see him.
State attributes to Mr. Robinson.
I want to know about it.
Attorneys for Mr. Robinson argue the publication of the exhibits during the proceedings, subject to electronic media coverage, would create a substantial risk of prejudice and impair his rights to due process under the 14th.
We need to kill him. Speaking of process and due process and rights, we need to kill him.
I suggest
We do?
polonium. What do you think, chat? I suggest method of execution polonium. What's that we should do?
After this is over, it gotta be death penalty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eye for an eye? Well, I mean, it's just, I think it'd just be the best way to do it.
Amendment. The defendant relies on Rizzo versus Louisiana, Estes, and Skilling, and asks the court to consider any admissible exhibit for the purposes of the preliminary hearing while limiting their public
Hungry eagles? Wait, blood eagles? You mean like hungry? Oh my god, dude! What if you starved like 10 eagles and then you just put them in the same in a cage with
display or broadcast? The state responds that Rideau and
10
Estes
bald eagles
do not require a categorical restriction here. The state argues that the exhibits are materially different from the televised custodial interrogation at issue in Rideau because they are written communications allegedly made outside law enforcement custody. The state also argues that the potential prejudice can be addressed through trial management measures, including voir dire, and that the victim representative has an interest in being present for and able to follow important criminal proceedings. The court has considered the parties' arguments, the nature of the exhibits, and the procedural posture of this preliminary hearing.
Judge is visibly shaken
The
while
defendant's
watching
due
what happened to
process
Charlie Kirk.
interests, the public nature of the criminal proceedings, and the interests asserted by the state and victim representative. On the present record, the court is not persuaded that the publication of exhibits 16.1, 16.2, and 16.3 during the
I remember whenever this happened, I was like driving to hospital to talk to my dad. And whenever Charlie Kirk got shot, and I showed the footage to my dad, and he was like, I was like, they're saying he might still be alive. And he goes,
yeah.
It's like, no.
That's what I thought
That
too.
was
Yeah.
brutal, man. Oh my god.
I totally.
Well, exactly,
felt
bro.
the
Like
same
that
way.
dude, like he was out, and yeah, there ain't no way. Yeah, it was obvious.
preliminary
I've seen it so
hearing
many times.
creates
I've seen it so many times, like close up, high def, and all that. Like there was no way, man.
the type of inherent or presumed prejudice that requires categorical restrictions under Rideau, Estes, and Skilling. Unlike the broadcast interrogation
thank you
in
for the bid.
Rideau,
Thank you.
the exhibits at issue are written communications allegedly made outside police custody and are being offered in the ordinary course of a judicial proceeding. That distinction does not eliminate the possibility of prejudice, but it weighs against treating publication of the exhibits as presumptively
It
unconstitutional.
was so bad it looked fake.
The
I
court
know,
further
right?
finds that any potential prejudice arising from media coverage may be addressed.
Seen Candace panicking?
Thank
Candace
you,
is a
Evil
fucking
One. Thank
retard.
you.
Candace is a retard, and the moment
Do you guys remember when we played that Candace Owens game on RFAB?
anybody that takes her seriously is also a retard. Like, does she say things that I agree with occasionally? Of course, a lot of people do. I mean, there are things that I agree with Karl Marx on. It doesn't mean that he's right. Doesn't mean he's not a retard. So, yeah,
Thanks
I
for the
mean,
gift
she's trying to
sub,
make a buck off
Anti-Commie,
it.
thank
Well, I
you.
think that Candace Owens wrote herself into a corner with getting so extreme that she's basically attracted some of the
It
most...
was on RFAB. There's a Candace Owens role playing game. And it's like you are Candace Owens, and like you wake up and it's like Israel's trying to get you. It's just great.
mentally ill people inside of her audience, and because of that, you know, I think what happened is that she kind of, it's like once you start riding the tiger, you can't get off. You can't stop being that crazy conspiracy theory person. Once you cross that Rubicon, you don't go back to being normal. That's it. The bridge is burned.
If necessary, that through the appropriate trial procedures including voir dire
She's not
and
wrong
any
for
other
asking
measures
questions.
warranted.
She is wrong for asking questions because they're stupid questions. Like this whole, I'm just asking questions. What if it was alien Israeli Mossad Jews that shot Charlie Kirk? No, I don't want to hear you. Oh, I'm just asking questions. It's just a question. What if it was the robots? What if it was Israel? What if it was Benjamin Netanyahu that called out a hit on him? No, it's just fucking retarded.
But what if it is aliens?
Then you'd be dead. That's the reality.
It's like, hold on, Candace. Are you telling me that there were aliens? I have a question for you. Before we continue, I have an important question. Were they hot?
Oh, well, Charlie Kirk, so this is the reason why they're going to kill Charlie Kirk is because, so Israel has this huge plan and they're going to control everything because, you know, the Jews control it all. And now they're going to kill him because he's going to expose it.
Is this Candace fucking impression?
What are you doing? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? You're doing it. So why aren't you dead? Why haven't they killed you? There's no logic. There's no reasoning. Someone struck a nerve? I have. The reason why this strikes such a big nerve with me is because I think it is a destabilizing force inside of the conservative Republican Chud party. And it is a wedge issue that has been it's been invented and manufactured in order to divide people who would otherwise be united around destroying the unique evil that is
That's true.
Open borders, transgender kids, fucking like forcing gay stuff into kindergartens, putting pride flags in
I mostly agree with
elementary
that,
schools,
It's like pointless, basically.
trying to force a curriculum of
Thank you,
education
Sapphire,
that's all
thank
about
you.
how America is bad. Like all of these things are like these are the legitimate real problems, right? These are the big issues in my mind, right? At least social issues. You can talk about gas and economics and Iran and everything else, but I'm talking about social issues, right? These are the social issues that I care about a lot. And so those things are not being talked about. Those are like, because we all agree on these things, right? Everybody pretty much is on the same page here. You know, like eliminating DEI, like getting rid of affirmative action, removing preferential hiring practices, you know, getting rid of all of these things. And so like this is like a poison pill that makes people fight against each other instead of fighting against the acknowledged unique evil of this other bad behavior. That's the reason why. Asking questions is fundamental to learning and getting the truth. What I'm saying is she's wrong, that she hasn't made any progress in her depths of the questions. No, I don't think that all questions, like I don't know who invented the phrase, there are no stupid questions. Yeah, there are. There's tons of stupid questions. There's like millions of them. Like absolutely there are stupid questions. And there's also stupid people that ask stupid questions all the time. So no, I don't have any tolerance for that. I don't think like that. They're just morons, right? Candace hijacked people asking genuine questions about the weird stuff, the FBI, and now has made it about anything except accepting consensus from the government means you're insane and stupid. Yeah. Anyway.
Before trial. This ruling is limited to publication of the exhibits during the preliminary hearing and does not determine their admissibility
I talked
at
to
trial.
Charlie in a dream.
And I insert, if one
He
occurs,
said it was Israel.
or foreclose any later request for relief based on a more developed record. Accordingly, the defendant's objection is overruled.
Ooh.
As it relates to this preliminary hearing, the state may publish exhibits 16.1, 16.2, and 16.3, and the court is authorizing, with the exception of the third to last page on exhibit 16.1, because it contains information including a phone number and address to be redacted before publication in the courtroom.
So wait,
but as it relates to 16.1, because it was publicly distributed by the state, that 16.1 in its entirety may be broadcast through electronic media.
Nice.
That's my electronic media. We're doing that right now. So yeah, is this the same guy handling Ben's case? I'm not really familiar. I don't know that. And so anyway, judge won't let all the evidence to the public go live. I think that they need to have everything go live. They need to have everything go public. Period. Right? We'll go through it piece by piece. I mean, I don't know why would you not want to have it all go public, right?
Wait, you
this is the judge reaction to the shooting. I don't know if you saw it when Giga viral. I have not seen it. This is the first time. And people always try to find an underlying reason why bad things happen, and the simplest explanation is the person is either insane or stupid. Yeah, most of the bad things that happen in the world are because somebody is either stupid or crazy.
I will get some. I will get some
visibly
rest after
flinches the new
this.
Charlie Kirk shooting footage. Okay, let's see it.
Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah. I did.
And that concludes State's Exhibit 8.
State's Exhibit 8. Yeah, it has to be very graphic. Yeah, I bet it was. And that's the effect it had. Yeah, I mean, 9.4 million views. That's it. It will be as public in the trial. They're trying to not bias jurors before selection. I hope so. And yeah, he seemed disturbed. Yeah, a lot of people were disturbed about it, right? I think that's a good thing. And they used, oh shit, they might have used that camera. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
The fuck do you mean new footage? What do you mean? Do you think that they showed everything? Like, this person is always trying to misunderstand things, and their criteria on director's cut, and they're keeping it from us? Yeah, of course. He's an actor, and also or a loss. I mean, yeah. Oh god, they got the footage from the front camera.
Dude, I
yeah,
don't
you're
know,
goddamn
man, dude.
right.
It
they
would
did.
be
Release the Kirk cut.
Like,
yeah, we should get a huge public trial for Candace Owens immediately.
If you haven't seen it, it's really brutal. It's like it's a particularly brutal clip. Yeah. I've seen it a lot of times.
After this, yeah. And trying to find a gift about GG Economics on stream because they hit the same flinch, I bet. And what is this here? This man never watched a live leak video in his life. Yeah, he's like a fucking, isn't he like a Mormon or something like that? I don't know. And he created a new form of capital punishment for Tyler Robinson.
Okay, so listen, I watched a lot of live leak. I watched a lot of, you know, a lot of old internet stuff. And I will tell you that the Charlie Kirk thing is particularly... It's particularly shocking because of the context of how it happened, right? The context makes it really important.
Serious, absolute fullest extent to the law. So on footage that schools to Charlie's voice, the price you have to pay for freedom whenever the fuck does that loser. Is this somebody that's also supporting killing Charlie Kirk? I do want to say that I hope that, you know, now with the Charlie Kirk and like how these people, like, by the way, whenever you know, whenever this footage inevitably comes out, right? It will inevitably come out, you know, maybe a year from now or whatever. Like, you'll get to watch, like, these people want to kill you. This is what they want to do. They literally want to kill you. And so unless you treat them that way and respond accordingly, they will. Because that's what they did with Charlie Kirk. The only reason why they haven't killed you yet is because they don't think they can get away with it, right? That's it. The moment that they could do something to you, they would do it. So that's it. I think it's hilarious that they can kill us. They do. They think it's hilarious, and they want to support other people, and then you know, like, minimize the effect that killing Charlie Kirk had, right? And the fact that it happened. And do you think Kirk's death is bad? Wait till not McDonald, fucking Mitch McConnell dies. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, all the people out there, you know who you are. If you try to hurt me, I'll kill you, basically.
I don't think people like Mitch McConnell. Like, nobody likes Mitch McConnell, and he's dying of old age. I think it's gonna be the same as like Dick Cheney, right? Where it's like, okay, Rep Bozo, we hated this guy, like, or Henry Kissinger or somebody like that. Like, I mean, I think that's really gonna be it. Yeah, it's his time. Like, I mean, he's an old man. Like, I think that somebody dying of old age is totally different than someone being assassinated, right? They just show him this because homie didn't know how Charlie Kirk died. Well, obviously, like, they're dead. Lynch and Epstein caught the bullet in the hand, a real plot twist. I mean, I don't know really what that means, but yeah.
It's like, I don't want to,
still
but,
an option,
you know,
needs to happen.
I don't want to, but make no mistake that If you try to hurt me or my family, that I'm gonna do everything I can.
I mean, like, you fucking pussy. I mean, again, these are also like, I wonder how many more of these killings is going to happen. The whole Israel killed Charlie Kirk thing just takes away from the fact that a lunatic leftist killed him and thousands of lunatic leftists celebrated and mocked it. I know. And if it was up to me, I would go full Warhammer 40k Imperium and I would completely destroy their lives in the most systematic and complete way possible. And I would probably extend some of that damage to their families as well.
Never hesitate. Hesitation is defeat. No, it's basically flowcharted in my brain. I've already thought about it. I've already flowcharted everything, so it's just automatic at that point.
I would be so brutal and so cruel about it.
That's why I said if a 12-year-old kid came in here with a gun and pointed at me, I'd still flatline him. I don't care.
That you would write about it in history books. I would do it so bad and I would be so extreme that people would be like, holy fuck, this is really bad. That's what I'd do. That's why I'd never run for government. It's exactly the reason why. That'd be over. For what?
Basically, I have no qualms about like these people who want to kill you. Like I've no sympathy for them. Basically, the instant that you want to enact violence on one of us, because of whatever your political issue is or whatever, you forfeit your right to live. In my opinion, like you're no longer a person. You're just a beast. You're just like a wolf in the woods, basically. And there's like really nothing. There's really no thinking about it.
For supporting terrorism and killing people. And also, like, by the way, it's not about being fair. I don't care about being fair. I care about completely removing these people from society. That's what I care about. These people are dangerous, violent, psychotic, murderous freaks.
I totally agree with Asmongold, like 100% here. He's 100% right.
That's what they are. They support this stuff, they advocate for it, and to the extent that we allow them to exist in society the way that they are now, they are just...
If they had the power to do it, they would kill each and every one of us just on the way down, basically. They would take out the most effective person, Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk, Trump, and then they would just go down the list, basically, until eventually they get to you. That's what... Basically, the only reason you're not getting shot is because everyone else is in front of you, basically.
Breeding more of them over
That's
and
how I feel
over
about
and
it.
over.
Like, especially with Charlie, when he got shot, I'm just like, oh, that's just basically me, but like, he was in front of me, basically. That's how I see it.
Crashing out, but right at the same time, I know. And they can vote, It's a huge problem. Remove, completely gone. Yeah, that's the way I would do it. And becoming more extreme by the day. I know you're fair to people that are fair. Yeah, you're unfair with people that are unfair. I am. And so, yeah, that's really it.
Did they say that, like, Asmon was being extreme? It's not really extreme. I don't buy the idea that it's and I don't know if this is what they were talking about with him, but just in general, when it comes to extremeness, I don't think it's extreme to say that if you want to hurt me, then you forfeit your life. I don't think that's extreme at all. Because they're the ones breaking the pact of non-aggression. And it's like, I'm not a big fan of like, well, if you break the pact of non-aggression, well, I have to respond with equal force. I don't believe that. Like, if one of them, if they wanted to hurt me with a rock, I would be willing to use a Gundam. Does that make sense? I don't want it to be fair. I want it to be as unfair as humanly possible.
And what is this here? Get rid of them? Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that we put up with this is just crazy, man. Judge is going to recommend flaying.
Yeah, I'm going to put the cute and execute.
Now, I like the sound of that. That sounds like a really good idea. Unreasonable behavior must be met with sacrifices. Yes, definitely. And amen, brother. Demons don't belong in this world. I like the sound of that. I actually believe this, that he wishes he hadn't done it. All the media have worked overtime to dehumanize.
Again, all they have to do to not be a part of this is to just not try to kill us. That's it. Challenge impossible, I know. But like, all they have to do is they can bitch at me as much as they want. They can talk shit as much as they want. Whatever. I don't care. You do you. Call me a bitch. Call me a Nazi. Whatever the hell. That's fine. Right? But the moment that you try to take it to a physical force against anybody, you forfeit your right, basically. You forfeit your right to non-aggression.
As conservatives and incentivize direct violence against us, they're aware they're doing this, like that they're doing it, and they like the results of their doing it, and they like that they can hide behind a plausible deniability. It's not like I explicitly spelled it out or anything. Well, hey, I mean, again, this will last for as long as we let it. It will, and so I'm sure he wishes he had.
I totally agree, like with Asmon on like these things. Is that like it really is the fault? I'm gonna be real. It's really the fault of the government. And I know I always complain about the government. I know it's kind of mean, but it really is their fault because like this is the one thing that they're supposed to do. Their one job is to ensure the security of people. That's really one of their only jobs, and they can't even fucking do that, man. It's like unreal. It's like they let people get away with death threats, all of this shit constantly. These kind of minor like line stepping in terms of like aggressing on people, they let them get away with it as well.
Hadn't done it because he's ruined his life and will be executed. Hopefully he feels.
What I mean by minor line stepping, I mean is like by the way, guys, I'd really like if they killed that person, like that kind of a thing.
Remorse for his actions independently of their consequences, and he repents. Though I can't see him, though he can't seem to stop laughing in court, so I won't hold my breath. That seems like he's probably, I mean, it could just be nervous laughter too, like a meltdown, right? I think it's pretty easy. So, but ultimately it was just a fantasy. Charlie Kirk was not an evil man working to usher in an evil Hollywood regime. You are not a hero. You are a disturbed person who responded as intended to the rhetorical lockpicking of the media, and now you will be killed as a matter of clerical procedure, and it is good that it will happen. I really like, I love this guy. I do. I really like him. That is just, oh man. That's good. That's really good. I like that. John Doyle is the man. Yeah. And I hope that every other would-be or will-be or assassin sees this and is dissuaded. But ultimately, there won't be any real change until the media is held accountable for their role in this.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's basically the government holding people accountable for their violent rhetoric, basically.
That being said, I don't mean
again, like, you know, all of the things that they'll say that I'm saying is violent, they're all 100% defensive. Right? They're like, oh, like, well, Leaflit, you're talking about like you'd shoot somebody. Yes, defensively I would.
Our leaders to a frustrated, unrealistic standard of just arrest every journalist and streamer, bro, please. And but please, there have to be ways to respond to what we all, especially with the pundits themselves, knowing this is occurring. I don't accept that we can always sit on our hands. Well, you can always just invent new rules, or you can go out, like, there are a million ways you could do this. There are, and they just simply don't want to do that. And is it true that adding cat ears are there cat ears? I didn't notice. Are there cat ears in this photo? I can't tell. And let's see here. Good one. Can you enforce the rules that we have? Yeah, just enforce the rules that we have. It's easy. And the thing is that Parley Market gives Tyler Robinson a 42% chance of being convicted. So they think that it's unlikely that he's going to get convicted. Let me look at it right now.
No, it's homicide. It says homicide.
Let me pull this up.
It said homicide.
How can it only be 42%? Oh my god. How is it so low? Like, I don't even know, like, how? Like, are you kidding me? Are people retarded? That's insane.
Does murder count as homicide? Do they count that as the same thing? I don't know the technicality here.
This says that that he didn't take the shot. Oh, Candace. Oh, because they're listening to Candace Owens. Oh, that makes sense.
They're different. Okay, then. So my analysis was right.
Now I understand it. Okay, well, no wonder nobody's investing. That's smart. Yeah. And, oh, here we go. Let's listen to this.
And, you know, we have a unique responsibility to act from the heart of empire, the belly of the beast. The most important thing that we can do is take that empire down from within.
Our role ultimately is to facilitate our own empire's failure in ways that we can, ultimately to overthrow our own empire.
Imperialism is, U.S. imperialism is not a thing that can be reformed away. It has to be overthrown through revolutionary struggle.
And to build a mass movement that can use the leverage of workers to hit the kill switch on American
Holy fuck, man.
imperialism.
I'm starting to see
within the
a common
American
variable
empire.
here.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy
too.
that these people are just openly advocating for terrorism and for destroying the country and sedition, and for some reason they're not, like, nothing's happening to them? Isn't that insane? Like, we just let this happen? Like, I don't understand why this happens. It's insane. Like, yeah, this is a terrorist. Why are they not being treated like terrorists? Exactly. Yes. I don't know why we don't do that. And yeah, it's that simple. It's mental illness. I know. Holy fuck, wokeism has rounded up the ugliest followers. I know that, guys. No one's brave enough to use sedition laws. The thing is that, as I said, the way that I would deal with these people would be so bad that it would be in the history books. It's true. I would. Like, I would put these people in Guantanamo Bay. I would have them up on trial for...
Is it still up? We send them to McCamey Manor. I'm a fucking genius. We reopen McCamey Manor. We send them there.
Sedition. I'd be sending them to Africa. I'd be doing everything that I possibly could. And yeah, it would be over, by the way. This would be totally over. And put them in a hole. Yeah, exactly, right. We'd reopen Guantanamo Bay, have them in work camps. This would be amazing, right? It would be. Heads on pikes. So I don't want anything to kill anybody. I don't agree with killing anybody at all. There's no reason to do that. Just get them out of here.
Oh man, guys, that's crazy. All right, you guys, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Malcolm, Friday night, talking about cursed shit, you know. So I'll see you guys. Thank you. Have a good night.